that is now wanting to obtain that asset from you. The asset that you have carries a balance that's owed to you, your company, right? And so you guys made an agreement via a promissory note for them to pay on that balance. Well, your cost for that note is $1,000, but they paid you $750, which leaves a $250 balance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's open. So that's what's being reported to the bureaus. So that's open. So therefore, it's a legal binding document because you're the creditor, they're the debtor, and there's a promissory note that makes that legal. And what you're reporting is the note. The note is a credit card that has a balance on it that this person agrees to pay.
I got it. And that pertains to any account that we want to post on there.
That's every single account we got. That's what makes it magical and legal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I understand now. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this is good. Cool, man.
Yeah. So we're literally over here in mountains of legal docs, and just we're putting the DocuSigns and all that type of stuff together for all the open accounts now.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course, because in this situation you're the creditor, so we have to put specific. We have the non-disclosure agreement, and then we have the agreement called the structure of the repayment of the debt. And that's just an overview, so they actually just sign that off, and that just simply states and gives them an idea. Matter of fact, I'll just read that one to you just so. This is actually the first document that they see, because we want to make it simple and plain to them. There it is. So it's called Structured Debt Repayment Plan Overview. As you prepare to sign our repayment plan documents, it's vital that you thoroughly understand this process and how it's going to benefit you over time. By purchasing an open debt account, you're essentially committing to make small, affordable, incremental, and interest-free payments until the debt is satisfied and or paid in full. This process can be spread over a predetermined period of time, 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months, providing you with the flexibility to choose a repayment plan that best suits your personal financial situation. This approach to debt management carries with it two key advantages. Firstly, it aids you in managing your finances more comfortably by eliminating the need to pay off a large sum all at once. Secondly, it has the potential to significantly enhance your personal credit profile. Each on-time payment that you make gets reported to the credit bureaus, gradually boosting your credit score. This consistent display of fiscal responsibility paints a favorable picture of you to potential lenders, demonstrating your reliability as a borrower who fulfills their financial obligations. It's worth nothing that all payments will be handled. It's worth nothing that all payments will be handled by our trusted financial partner. It's called Alpine Finance, and their role is to ensure that your payment process is both smooth and secure. So just so you know, the way it works is when we collect a payment from them, there's a specific amount that is due. So, for example, if the debt costs $500, so the $500 is actually looked at as a down payment. We tack on a small percentage above and beyond that amount and tack it to the overall cost. So let me give an example. If for example, a debt costs $375, $93.75 is added on as a balance owed, and that's financed over 12 months. So their monthly payment is like $7.81. So this way, on the backside, one of the finance companies called Alpine Finance, we actually get with the customer, and we get the customer to either make those small incremental payments, either with ACH and or with a credit card or a debit card. As they make those payments and we track all that stuff, that's the stuff that we update you on to say, hey, look, this client has made their payment on time. But guess what? We're also going to have some accounts to where some people, they don't make their payment on time, but that allows for your furnisher account to remain real. Because the bureaus know nobody's furnisher account is perfect. And if we don't put something like this in place, I'm sure your furniture account is going to eventually get a flag because nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So anyway, that's example one. And then I use another example to where if the debt was $1,000, they paid $1,000. You take $250 and they could spread that out over 24 months if they wanted to. And if they did, it'll be monthly payments of $10.42. And after they sign off on the DocuSign, it's a screen that pops open to where they can fill out ACH and or credit card information to make those little small incremental payments. But once they make the payment and it's satisfied, then that's what we report to you. And then you get a chance to say, yes, this customer is paid in full, or if this person missed their payment and then they're 30 days late, now that's going to be a negative on the person's account. So we have to have some form of accountability with all clients to where we really want for these people to learn how to start making these payments. The way this works really well with the balances that really shows. So, for example, if a person got a $100,000 car, well, the initial balance that's being reported to the credit bureaus will say, well, hey, it's 12% or 15% that's still owed, which is way beneath that 30%. So, but that number, which in this case would be like $12,000 owed, that correlates based on a ratio formula that we have that we actually have internally. So anytime they make a payment of the $10.42, we have a ratio that coincides with that $12,000 balance. So every time they pay $10, that may really be or come down by $1,500 on the bureau side that's reflecting. But once that $250 balance is paid off, it'll reflect as zero.
Got it. Yeah, I knew you talked about that ratio before, but it's I'm trying to understand that a little bit more, how that would just equate to,
Right.
On the bureau side, a different number.
Yeah. Because we want, just in case you get audited, we literally can. Oh, this lady's calling me back for the Spectrum thing. You believe it's already that time? I'm gonna tell her call me on Monday. Yeah. Hey, hang on 1 second.
Okay.
You there?
Yep.
Yeah. So just in case you get audited or they wanted to check the books or the records or whatever it is, because you have to remember, they do not know. If you and I do business together, the only way that they know and can confirm the business that we've done, it's contractual. It's all paperwork.
Correct.
And so every single thing that we do, from the balances to the ratios to the everything that we do, it is, and of course we know their rules and their laws and staying up to date. So if these people make these payments on our side internally, well, they're only paying $10.42, but we have a ratio that the client signed off on, because it's not super clear to them, but they just know that all I have to pay is $250.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to think about it in my, say if I was the client, right? Put myself in the client's shoes. I go to you guys and I say, okay, I want these accounts. We sign the agreement, the documents. I put the down payment down, right? That first payment would be the down payment technically.
Yeah.
And then boom, I'll just be, the aftermath, just to continue to have it report as positive, I have to keep on paying you $10.43.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now, a person like you, because you are an insider, whatever you get from us, guess what? We'll have the paperwork showing the payments that's being made, but you never have to make a payment because of our agreement.
Right.
So your payment history will always be perfect.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, man, that sounds good. Also, another thing. So, what is your thoughts on like because there's many different routes of the like monetizing this. Like, what is your strategies? I know you talked about having a marketplace. Like, that's your end goal, to have a marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think as of right now, I think the biggest thing for us is just building the network of Metro 2 compliance companies.
Uh-huh.
Like right now, with you, we're reporting once. It's kind of scary a little bit, only because it's only one. And so that means that we report once a month. But we have our 3 that's on the way going through. Well, guess what? Well, now, once that happens, now we got 4, which means that we report once a week. You see my point?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll set it up that way. But then if we add another 3, now we're reporting, or another 4, now we're reporting twice a week. Now we become so powerful that nobody can even come close, because nobody is on this spectrum. And so once the audience knows that, look, whoever these guys report, they report on time, it's timely, everything that they do is above board. We got DocuSigns, we got documents, I got everything I need, vice versa. My clients are happy. Now it's like nobody can mess with us at that point, because we built the fortress. Now at that point, we'll continue growing that network, but then we start looking at other avenues to really build a monopoly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's very appealing, just like that, because I agree. Like, once we get this network going, they see that the foundation was built, not just trying to go in commando mode without having all legalities and compliances in place. Like, no, like we do it right. They're gonna want to do business with us, and yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's
because there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go. And another thing is, you will get it to the point to where just this first company that you have will get to the point to where it's doing $10,000 a month just in reporting fees. My advice to you would be, if you have anybody that's close to you, that ace in the hole, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whomever, I would probably put another 1 or 2 companies in the pipeline, because look, just think about it. You look up from now, a year from now, you have 10 companies in our network of companies, and each one of these companies are pumping out $10,000 to $15,000 a month just in reporting fees. And we're doing all the back end work, keeping the numbers, all the above.
Yeah. Yeah, I see where you're going with it. Like the companies. That's how I was gonna say. Like, yeah, it is wise to just start another company, and just get as many companies as I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then 2, get on with TransUnion and just ask, because you already know the whole setup. It's like here, for example, I was able to acquire 3 new offices. Just signed the leases yesterday. I got 3 of them in high-rise corporate buildings all around Dallas for less than $1,000 for all 3 of them. Yep. Electricity is $20 in 2 of them, and the other one, the electricity is $50. So you just keep overhead costs low, and then the profits would be extremely high. But what happens when you have, just for the sake of easy numbers, 10 of these things pumping you out $10,000 a month, brother. That's a lot of money.
Right.
That's $120,000. You've built $1 million a year business doing nothing but reporting.
Right. That's the vision. Now. So I'm aligned to that. I'm trying to get this other company. By the way, so I know we're talking this like the consumer accounts, but I know you mentioned the business trade lines because that's a whole nother side.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Sean literally just said that today. Who's this? Oh, she's called. I'll call her. Okay, let me go. Yeah, Sean, he literally just said that today to say, put in the because it's easy now that you're with Experian. You just let them know that, hey, look, we also have some of my commercial accounts, and I'm interested in getting or reporting on the business side as well. The reason why that's super powerful is the fact that, hang on one second for me, Bruce. All right, Bruce, you there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so things really get incredible on the business side because if we can report to businesses, let's think about it. So on the Experian side, for business, you'll be able to report to Experian and Small Business Financial Exchange. Those numbers are really, really significant because business lending is on a whole nother level than personal consumer lending.
Right.
So if you want, you could definitely put in the application on that. But I could tell you the Equifax business reporting is also huge because Equifax business is Paydex, and Paydex controls all the leasing equipment and leased vehicles. So all those guys that's looking to do Turo and all that kind of stuff, that's what they need.
So Equifax is associated with, like, you're also building up the Paydex score.
Say one more time.
So with Equifax, the business score, you're also, when you build that score up, you're also building up the Paydex score?
No. So Paydex is, you have the Equifax business, but then Equifax just recently purchased Paydex. I'm saying Paydex, PayNet.
Okay.
Paydex is the scoring system with Dun & Bradstreet. So it's called PayNet. PayNet controls all of the leasing. So, like, for example, if a person wanted to do Turo, if they went to, like, Ford, or if they went to, like, Toyota or whatever it is, based on that PayNet score, they could just literally walk in and say, hey, let me get that in blue, black, and green.
Right.
Yeah. But the sweet part with owning all of these debt accounts is that the average situation in the business space is that, like, I'll give you a quick formula. With, I could take a brand new company. I can put 7 trade lines on that company, 7 to 10 trade lines on that company with how everybody else does it. Uline, Quill, CEO Creative, all that type of stuff. It's going to take about 35, 45, 60 days or so because we got to wait for a billing cycle and da-da-da-da-da and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Once those are on there, I could literally walk into Sam's Club, apply for their company MasterCard, and I could get approved for between $8,000 and $20,000. Eyes closed. Do this all day, every day. No questions asked. But if we have control of the debt accounts already, we have access to do the reporting on multiple companies. Well, guess what? We got 3 or 4 companies with Experian. You have 3 or 4 companies with Experian. Well, guess what? We can all put a trade line on that one company and send that company right out the door because our trade lines show up in a matter of a couple of days. So that company goes right out the door, straight to sentence. $20,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that's just one example. Right? That's one example.
You can charge because it's the business side, so you can charge obviously higher.
Oh, big time. I mean, on the business side, for example, our smallest package is $3,500, and that's with no purchasing debt. That's really just buying. Well, actually, I guess it is, but it's really putting 2 lines. It's putting two big lines or 3 big lines on a business profile, and it's $3,500, and that's cheap. I know a young lady that resells that package from us, and she sells us for $5,500 all day. And these people still have to go and get additional lines to be able to go get funded. So for us to be able to put a pack together like that, because we got the companies, you put a pack together like that, you're literally telling people, look, give us, 3,000-4,000 and leave us and go get 8 to 20. I mean, who would not do this? And then you're so confident about it, you tell them, give me half up front and then half after they post.
Right. Yeah, that's all day. Yeah. That's all day.
That's all day.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like the, yeah. I'm very hopeful. I'm excited towards what we about to do right now. So are we pretty much on Monday? Is this the start of it? Or what's the timeline to where
100%.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have some legend accounts or some historic accounts that we're just kind of adding on there to fatten up this file that's coming up. And then I mean, the sky's definitely the limit after that.
Sure, for sure.
So as all this stuff posts, man, I'm telling you, it's going to create pandemonium.
Yeah, man. I mean, even for me, I'm looking at the ones I got. I'm looking for it for my own report. How that's going to look? That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But I think we're on the right path, man. Is there anything else that any updates?
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, it's just us trying to get these other companies on, and as long as we can get all this stuff uploaded and submitted on Monday, I think, man, it's literally going to be pandemonium. I mean, in the last couple of days, man, it's just been nuts. It's like everybody's very excited about Metro 2 because everybody knows how fast that is.
Yeah. Did you do a update? Did you tell the network that you have right now? Did you give them an update about what's going on?
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
Oh yeah. Well, yep, it's on, man.
Did. Yeah, everybody's excited. And so so I'm assuming that we take these same files also get submitted over to Equifax, but I think Equifax we're still in the testing phases with them, right?
Yeah, they said they gave me a hint though. I think they're a little bit more of a stickler with theirs, the previous rounds. So for the fact that they responded with that, because they're not really on anything like optimistic or give me any like signs. So they said that it seems to be in the correct format, which that's what I needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay. All right, man. Well, sounds good. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Sean. I don't know. Probably first thing Monday morning we'll kind of be ready for him. So, what's your day look like on Monday? Are you working? Do you get off at a specific time, or what's good for you?
I'm thinking after about 12 o'clock noon, I'm available.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. That sounds good. All right, man. Well, we'll definitely be in touch.
Okay. And by the way, so what's your the stage you're at with your company? You're in the testing phase right now, or you're not there yet?
No. We literally just filled out the initial application. Heard back from them, so we're just starting to kind of walk through with our 3 companies. And it'll take about 60 days or so. So
yeah,
we're patient and just yeah. So
yeah, okay.
that's gonna be exciting, man.
Oh yeah. I know you're gonna be like, whew, let's get it on, man. You got about 3-4 companies ready to go. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. We will get a chance to catch up pretty soon.
Yeah. All right. Talk soon on Monday.
All right, take care. All right. Take
Bye.
care.
You man had a show. We met him on the side, and we tapped. I like tripping. The first time we ever seen him was in our session.